Hello, so we're here with a retail unbox of the Motorola Pro Plus. We recently brought you a hands-on video with a pre-production model, but this is the final UK spec device in its retail packaging. So let's take a look here. We've got packaging which we're used to on other Motorola products. A little bit of an overview of the device there on the back, and here we've got some key information, so you can see it's a Motorola Pro Plus. Sorry, I'm just covering up the IMEI for security reasons there. And then we've got the 3G bands and the GSM bands. So quad band GSM, dual band 3G. So let's take a look at what you actually get in the box. So we'll just open that up there. And should be able to pull this outer sleeve off. Okay, so here we are. So here's the Pro Plus itself, which we'll come back to in a minute or so. So we've got a standard USB to micro USB cable there for charging the device and connecting it to a computer for synchronization or transfer of data, so as you'd expect, quite standard. We've then got a 3-pin UK mains adapter, and on this mains adapter there is a USB port into which you can connect the USB cable for charging the device. You then get a set of 3.5mm in-ear headphones. So there's the 3.5mm connection, and there's the in-ear headphones. Now these are fairly cheap. There is an inline microphone as well. Most people would probably want to replace these. They do the job, but they're not fantastic in terms of quality. We've got the back cover of the device. We then also have the battery, which is a 3.8 volt lithium-ion polymer battery, and it has a capacity of 1550 milliamp hours. So that should be enough to get you through a working day, but this device does have both a touchscreen and a physical keyboard. So the most heavy of users may struggle a little bit. And then we've just got the documentation as well for the Pro Plus here, some quick start guides and what have you. So box contents is fairly standard for this type of device. Now the Pro Plus is designed predominantly for the business user, but it offers functionality for consumers as well. So whilst it has the feature-rich enterprise connectivity options that Motorola offer, there is also a lot on offer for the consumer if you want a nice blend of keyboard and touchscreen and Android operating experience. So here's the device itself. So on the front we've got the touchscreen. So there's not many devices out there that have touchscreen and a physical keyboard on Android, but it's a 3.1 inch VGA resolution screen. We've got the 4-row QWERTY keyboard, which is backlit. They're raised keys, as you should be able to see there. They're not completely flat. In actual fact, very, very similar to the keyboard on a BlackBerry Bold. In fact, Motorola own the patents to that. So you've also got a loudspeaker at the top here. On the bottom of the device it's flush, and there's nothing to speak of there. On the side we've got a volume rocker key up and down. On the top we've got the power button, the 3.5mm headphone jack, a microphone, and a a recess here for removing the back cover, and then on the other side we've got the micro USB charging and data connectivity port, and then on the back we've got the 5 megapixel autofocus camera with LED flash. So the device also has a 1 gigahertz processor. It's not dual core, but bearing in mind that this device is aimed at business users who are going to be shooting emails and doing web browsing, there isn't a need for dual core capability in this device. It's got internal storage of 4 gigabytes, but if we remove the back cover, we do have a micro SD card slot which supports cards up to 32 gigabytes in capacity, so there isn't much limit in terms of memory capabilities. We've got Bluetooth 2.1, we've got Wi-Fi to the N standard, we've got GPS on there, we've got Google Android 2.3.5. So there's plenty of stuff to get you going on here. We've got a reasonable sized battery, as we mentioned. Now a lot of people might think that sort of around the 1500 milliamp hour is small now, but bearing in mind that it's a fairly low resolution screen and the majority of the stuff is going to be done through the physical keyboard, that will conserve battery life, and it should last most people through a day. So we've got the 3G connectivity as well. With the battery installed, it weighs in at just under 120 grams, and 113 to be precise. So that's it. We've also got the Gorilla Glass on the front for toughened impact, and all your normal sensors on there as well. There is also a virtual keyboard on screen when you turn it landscape only. No virtual keyboard in portrait mode, only in landscape. So that's a quick unboxing of the Motorola Pro Plus, the latest Google Android handset focused predominantly at business users from Motorola.